Good evening, your Fitness First community. Hope you're all okay this evening. I'm really grateful again for all the people who've been watching my lives. Hope you've enjoyed them this week. I've got an exercise referral class tomorrow, so I won't be doing a live on Friday morning because I've got to be down Winslow nice and early for all day. So I won't be doing a workout tomorrow morning, but I will be doing one over the weekend. Hopefully try and fit one in, but I'll let you know. Anyway, tonight's workshop, it's about environment and how changing your environment so you can best achieve your goals. Making changes to your environment makes it easier to do what's right without having to think about what you're doing to stay motivated, if you know what I mean. If you set up your surroundings, so everything around you, so that it makes the best decisions, you can make them decisions nice and easily and build up your positive habits and work through them so that you can really get to where you want to be and succeed. It's about changing the whole aspect of your life and getting rid of old habits and getting the new ones in there that really support you where you want to go. And often we think that change comes from within, but really it's our environment that helps us achieve our goals. If our environment's not set up right, if we've got negativity around us, if we haven't got the right things in it, we're not going to achieve anything at all. We're going to struggle and we're going to come up against barriers constantly that will get in our way and keep knocking us back so we don't succeed. And this is why changing our environment is one of the most important things that we need to do. And it's one of the first steps that I did to help me succeed to where I'm going to be and what I'm doing now. So I changed my environment one stage at a time, becoming aware of the things that didn't serve me at all. So habits that caused me to neglect my goals. I mean, little things that I did, drinking at night in the week, didn't serve me. So I had to move on, I had to leave it. Now I very rarely drink in the week. If I've got something on, I definitely don't. But I try not to. And if I do, it's only kind of a bottle of cider or something like that. It's nothing major. And it's very, very rare that I do. But it's then getting in these new positive habits which build up over time, so you can deal with any adversity that comes up, because it will come up. It comes up every day, that adversity comes up all the time, and you just feel like, oh, is it all worth it? But if you get these positive habits built up over time, step by step, you'll be able to deal with these adversities better, and you won't go back to your old negative habits that don't serve you. And that's the key. So it's the positive things that you need to put into your life that I did. Positive podcasts. So I started listening to mindset podcasts. So Mindset Mentor was a good podcast that I listened to. I started following certain people that were successful, like Jay Shetty, Tony Robbins, David Gonzalez, all people that do the things that I want to do, or put more positivity in your mind, so you're feeling better about yourself rather than having negativity in your mind all the time. It's changing that balance from having negativity to having more positive things in your life, and over time you start to feel more positive. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I feel positive that I've got a new day to hopefully help more people to thrive and change their life. And I do that every day. I do it in my job that I do full time. I do it in this job where I help people on the Facebook group. I do it on YouTube where I'm helping people. And I do it when I meet people, when I bump into people and I talk to people. I can always have a little chat with them and change their life. It's doing that, little things that makes you feel good. I started meditation. This was a game changer. Again, I've spoke about this before in other things, but meditation changed my life. I started it 3 years ago, and it's something that I do every day. I can't go without it, even if it's just a 10-minute one. I try and do 20 to 30 minutes a day, but it's definitely something that's in my life. It helps my relationships with my children. It helps my relationship with my wife. It helps my relationship with all my friends, and it helps my stress levels. You know what I mean? If I'm feeling stressed, really stressed, I can just go and have a little 2 minutes breathing, just a little time out on my own, close my eyes, just be with myself and just breathe. Honestly, it makes such a difference when you just get out of your head and just concentrate on the breathing. You can so move forward with life rather than just, you know what, I'm stressed, I'm bothered, let's have a glass of wine, boom. You know what I mean? Before you know it, you've had a bottle of wine, you're feeling knackered, you go to bed, you feel rough in the morning, and it's a vicious circle. It's a constant cycle, sorry. You've got to move through that, and doing these positive things will help you move through that. That's the key. Practicing gratitude. I practice gratitude every morning, every night. So in the morning, I say 3 things that I'm grateful for, and at night time, I list things that I'm grateful for that have happened through the day. So today, I've had parents' evening. I've had 2 brilliant parents' evening with my daughter and my youngest son, and they've been fantastic. So I'm really grateful that they're achieving in school and thriving. You know what I mean? It really makes me proud to be a father, and shows that I'm doing something right. Well, me and my wife are doing something right. But yeah, practice gratitude. It brings out happiness. Honestly, looking at the small things that you're grateful for. You know what I mean? We've all got a roof overhead. Most of us have. We've got food on the table. We've got clothes on our back. We've got 2 legs, 2 hands. You've got 2 eyes. You've got ears that you can hear things with. You can see everything. You can see your beautiful children's faces. You can see people around you. You can see the wonders of the world. Just be grateful for them. Honestly, when you start looking through the lens of gratitude through life, your world changes massively. It really does help, and it changed my life. I never used to do it. I never used to look at the little things, never. And now I do every day. And it just makes me feel so grateful for everything I've got. It literally does. The next thing I did is what I watched. So I mean by what you put on in your environment. So I stopped watching the news. I've not watched the news for 3 years. If somebody asked me what was going on in the world, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I haven't got a clue. You know what I mean? I open my door in the morning and my world's exactly the same. And I know some people say, yeah, it's a bit, I don't know. I don't know why people watch the news, to be fair, but I can't do it. It's so negative. It doesn't fill me for anything. The news that I watched last time 3 years ago was the same news that I saw about 20 odd years ago. So it's all the same sort of thing. It just goes through cycles. It just makes you feel negative. You don't watch the news and feel, oh yeah, let's have a good day today because I've just watched the news. There you go, going, God, the world's a bad place. But these things are there. You can stop them. You can turn BBC News, and nothing's been on my house for ages. I think the last thing was on with the Queen died. But that was it. My wife was watching that. I watched a little bit of it, but that was more celebration of the Queen's life. So that was more positive. I know she died, but it was celebration of her life and what she did for this country. So you've got to look at things a different way. Cutting things out like negative on social media. That's massive because people scroll through negative stuff on social media, Instagram, YouTube, and it just drains you. You can be drained before in the first hour when you wake up. It's massive. You need to unfollow certain things that are not serving your purpose and start following things that are positive. There's an algorithm that Facebook works that you can unfollow and follow certain things that then serve your purpose. So everything on my newsfeed is literally positivity. The people that I follow, all that comes up, and everything I look at is to do with me helping me grow and move forward. And positivity, you know what I mean? Positive posts that come up, little slogans that make you feel good when you read them. Some of the ones that I post in the morning on my Your Fitness First Busy Parents group. All that sort of stuff is what you want in your life. It just helps you feel better. Also, another big thing that I had to do was the people who we spend the most time with. So, are they negative? Are they positive? Look at your peers, look at your friends. Because, you know what? We are the average of the 5 people we spend our most time with. And it's so important to pick your friends right. I mean, I stopped seeing some of my friends, some because of the habits they had, some because of the negativity they caused me. And I've spoken to one of them about that, and I explained to him that I had to cut him out of my life for a little bit. I'm still friends with him now, we're still good friends, you know what I mean? I could have that conversation. But until I was strong enough to be able to deal with that, through all the growth I've gone through and how it made me feel, and I explained to him that, then I couldn't be around him. It just wasn't right for me to be around him. It just put me down. It made me feel like I wasn't moving forward. And every time, fly in my face, every time I moved forward, it kept knocking me back. So it's like, who do you hang around with that's negative? I'm sure somebody can think of a friend that you go with, and you're like, oh, God, no, they're just moaning again. It's just that, oh, this and that, it's negative. But now, until you're strong enough to deal with that, you need to back away from them. If you want to change your life, you need to back away from that so it doesn't drag you down. It sounds harsh, but seriously, change your environment, means changing certain people. Get new positive people in your life. Follow certain positive people that makes you feel better. Listen to positive podcasts. Start meditation. Practice gratitude. All these things will help you move forward. The next things was places. Where's the most place you spend your time? Most people nowadays it's work. So what's that like? Is it stressful? Is it a happy, positive place, or is it really negative place? I mean, last place I worked, there was a guy who just moaned constantly from the morning till night. The shift, if you're on 8-hour shift with him, honestly, it was draining. You were literally just, in the end, by the time I got strong enough, because I wasn't there, but in the end I was just taking a mick out of him. I'm like, mate, what are you doing? You literally moan about everything. He literally moaned when it was sunny, he moaned when it was raining, he moaned when the kids had done something, or this hadn't done something. It literally, he could find something to moan about. He's one of those people like a Victor Meldrew of the world. And we all know Victor Meldrew, if you've seen the programmes years ago. Just, is it the right environment for you to be around? You've got to look at all these little things, and they all add up to making you feel better or not feel better. What's your car journey like? What are you listening to on the bus, the train, if you travel to work that way? What are you listening to? Is it positive? Is it, again, if you listen to the radio and the news comes on, it's more draining? Spend that time. Could it be spent better? I put self-development books on now, audio books. So listen to them. Listen to podcasts while I'm driving. That's a better thing to do. Use that time positively rather than negatively. So you can learn things. The more you learn, the better you feel. We grow better when we're learning. Even if it's just through listening to books, you can still grow. You can still learn just by that. You don't have to get a big sign up to a course of how to do this and how to do that. You can just grow by learning from self-development books. It's a simple process. Well, people doing podcasts, positivity podcasts, whatever, just learning from them how they've changed their life, like I'm doing now, showing you how I changed my life through these little things. And listen to something inspiring. You know what I mean? A lot of people, autobiographies are a good one to listen to. Inspiring stories from autobiographies years ago, what people have done and how they achieved it and stuff. They make you feel amazing. I've read a few autobiographies, absolutely amazing. I've read Nelson Mandela's. It's a big one, but it's good. And a few others that I've read are really, really good and inspiring. That's the best thing. Do you go to the pub? Do you go to bars? Do you go around to certain friends' house, drinking too much? Are you spending too much time around negative people again? What are you doing? Where are these places doing to you? What are they doing to you, these places? Are they making you feel good when you've been there? Are they making you feel bad and knocking you back down? You need to pay attention to how you're feeling within these environments, as they could be demotivating you, or they could be motivating you. I don't know, some of them could be motivating you, or they could just be draining you and making you stuck in your old habits. It's bizarre that people stay in the same negative ways so long before they actually realise. You need to open your eyes and just see what's draining you, what serves you and what doesn't serve you. So another good thing that I changed as well was my morning routine. So what's your morning routine like? Is it rushing around? Is it hectic? Is it not organised? Do you not know what you're doing in your day? So I've got an organiser where I've got my list of things, what I do for all week. I set it up on a Sunday, write out what the kids are doing, what I'm doing in the morning, look at that, boom, boom, boom. Right, we've got this on, I'm doing that, do that then. It's less stressful, more organised, helps you set up for the day better. Get the uniforms out for the day. We get uniforms, kids set up, pack up, set up, everything's set up for the morning. So in the morning, the kids can get themselves ready or whatever, and I've got my own time then to do whatever I need to do. So my morning routine is I get up early, so I have a morning time to get up, which is about between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, depending if I'm going to work early. And then I have an hour where I do a meditation, do a little workout, whether it's yoga or a HIIT workout or something, one of my workouts which I do in my groups. I sometimes do one of them. But I try and do something like that, and then I listen to a podcast, one of my positive podcasts. Some of them only last 10-15 minutes. You can fit it in while you're having your breakfast, just getting some positivity in your life rather than that. And it's all done while my kids are around me or they're still in bed. So I've got that little bit of time where I go, you know what, I'm refreshed now. I can do whatever I need to do with the day. It just sets you up for a routine. I mean, that routine sets you up for the day so much better than not having it. And the next thing is evening routine. Going to bed. What time do you go to bed at? Have a set bedtime. So important. In the week I have a set bedtime of about 9:30. 10 o'clock most nights. Weekend, maybe a little bit later, not much later. I'm always shattered, so we're always in bed by 10:30, 11. No more partying anymore for me. But yeah, is it hectic before bed? Are you rushing around, doing all that? To be fair, my night's been a bit hectic tonight, but I've been rushing around. But I'm still going to have a little bit of chill time before I switch everything off. Just chill, me and my wife, watching a programme or something, watching a bit of a TV, just nice and settled night. So you need to let the kids have a bedtime. So change the reading, change the routine. So having a little story at night. If you've got younger kids, read them a story. Have a bath yourself to chill out. Turn your phone off early, an hour before bed. Turn that phone off so you're not having all that negativity in your head before you're going to bed, so you get a good night's sleep. And like I say, read at night time, reading a self-development book or autobiography, something inspiring, something that will help you just switch off better away from all the other stuff that's going on in the world. Really does help you have a good night's sleep, which is so important. And again, that morning time and bedtime, if you keep it consistent, it'll help you have more energy through the week. You'll know when you're going to bed, you know when you're getting up, and you'll feel better. I've got a morning routine, I've got my nighttime routine, and I try not to change it all. It's even in the weekend, I still get up quite early, usually about 7:30. It's just a natural thing now, but I still feel good about it. It's good positive stuff, so it's not a problem. But these are all the things that I changed when I realised what in my environment wasn't serving my goals. So this is the problem. This shift has helped me achieve so much, you know what I mean, and continues to help me keep moving forward. Over the last 3/4 years into my journey, and I'm still going strong. I'm still moving forward. I'm still learning. I'm still helping people. I'm still growing. I'm still setting up new different things that I'm helping move forward, different aspects of my life, different aspects of my business. It's all constant growth, because I've put myself in the right environment to thrive. And that's what you've got to do. You really need to understand that growth happens. Whom and what best supports us, and what we want to align ourselves with, and those people and places that do that. That's the key. We can only grow when we're around the right environment to be able to grow. So begin to ask yourself, what's the best environment you could have to help you become the best version of yourself? How could you change your environment? What things could you change? What people could you stop spending time with? How could you go to different places, start reading different books, start listening to positive podcasts or different podcasts, something that makes you feel good. Find something that makes you thrive. And this is what you've got to do to become the best versions, and go out and do it. Go out and create the world or the environment that you want to, so you can thrive and you can hit your goals. I did through all these steps I've just spoke about, and I'll never go back. I'll only keep moving forward with continuous growth. That's all I can say. Like I say, 2 3/4 years I've been doing it. I'll never go back to what I had before. I love the life that I've got now. I love the positivity. Every time I walk down the street, I'm talking to people. I'm saying hi to people. I'm just being a totally different person than what I was 3 years ago. And it's amazing what you can achieve. You know what I mean? It didn't take me 3 years to achieve it. It's just continuous growth. It took me about a year to achieve it. And I put a post on the other day about, imagine if you hid away, or you just concentrated on your goal for 1 year, what could you achieve? You know, in 2 3/4 years, what I've achieved is beyond anything I could think, and I'm still achieving. So tomorrow, I've got my exercise referral workshop, and I've got 2 exams over the weekend. So I'll be doing that. Fingers crossed I'll pass them. Hopefully, I've done enough revision, done enough practice, so I should be able to pass them. And then I've got my assessment. Again, that's another thing under my belt, exercise referral, to helping people who have got health constraints and stuff move forward with their life as well. So that's all I've got time for tonight. I hope that helps you. Like I say, if you go back, take notes, listen to this, it really does change your life. All these little bits really will help you move forward with your life. So just like to say, like, one last thing is, change your environment, you'll change your life. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's workshop. Thank you for watching. Take care, have a lovely evening, and I'll see you over the weekend with another live workout. All right, you take care, everybody. Bye bye.